Hello guys, today I will be starting my video series um, on designing a website from scratch, and this tutorial or this video series is sponsored by coderground.com. It's a programming forums. It's fairly new, and if you don't know what a forums is, it's pretty much a community where people join to learn and discuss a certain topic. So yeah, definitely check that out, and let's get started. So I made a folder personally because you're going to need one, and we will be designing this website um, in HTML and CSS, and maybe we'll add some functionality later in PHP. So if you don't know what HTML and CSS is, you're going to actually want to head over to www.w3schools.com, and that'll teach you the basics. Now I'm going to be explaining a lot, but I'm not going to explain everything. So go over there, learn the basics, and then come back, and then I'll explain a lot of what you need to know. But it'd be best if you learn the basics. So let's start. I'm going to open Notepad++. You can get it at Notepad _++.org, I think, or you can Google it. And this is my preferred editor. So I'm going to first of all make a HTML document by going to where is it? Designing website from scratch. I'm going to open this folder and name it index because that's my home page. Okay. So then I'm also going to actually. Okay, so we always have to put dot or HTML, and then we'll make this. So then head. Now this is our header. This is where we store like the title, all the links to the CSS files, any doc types. Yeah. So headers where you store all the information that your page needs. So let's start by giving it a title called, let's just name it coderground.com. Okay, so now that we have that, it obviously say if we opened it, let's see, coderground.com. Now we used the title, tag. Now why don't we add a body? Now this is where all your text goes and all that kind of stuff. So body. Okay, so now that we have our body, now we can start adding stuff into it. But before we do that, let's do this. Now we're going to be defining the CSS style sheet. Now type linkrel equals style sheet href. Now this is defining where it's going to be. We'll make it style.css. Type equals text CSS, and then you have to add this to end it. So that being said, now we have to go make something that says style.css so it can grab all the design from it. There we go. So this this controls this. Now CSS is cascading style sheets, and that's pretty much how you design your website. So let's start by making the body. Now we're going to be making the background color. Let's just make it black to test it. Okay. So There, we made the background black, but I don't really want to keep it that way. So I'm going to go to my favorite website, colorpicker.com, and we're going to get the hex color code, so that way I can make my website a different color. Now I'm probably going to be picking like right here, like these kind of colors. Yeah, so you're going to need to add hashtag and that, so it can load in the hex color, and then boom, we have it right there. So next, I guess we should add a navigation bar. Now, let's start by adding this to our code. Now we're going to be using a div id equals nav, and then to end it, actually, why don't we organize this a bit more? Div id equals nav, and then go down like 2 to 3 spaces. Just erase that because it's useless. And then we end the div. So this is where our navigation divider will be. So actually, let's name it header. Okay, so first of all, now that we have our navigation header, we're going to go add some style to that. So you're going to use a hashtag and then header, and then it's similar to the body. So we're going to make the background color. Now you can also add images, but for simplicity and for the fact that I don't want to bring Photoshop into this, we're just going to use all colors. So let's make this color. Let's make it this kind of color right here. So we made the background color this. Wait. Oh. Okay, I see what I did. Okay, so we did not define a width. So there's nothing in here. So there's nothing in this in the div yet, so it's not going to show. So we have to set everything. So I'm going to name the height. Let's name it, or let's set it to 100 px. And then we have a bar going across the top. So why don't we add something to it? Let's add some links to it. So to do this, we're going to use the link tag, which is href, which is the link index.html. So we're making it go home. So what we see there is that so if you click on home, it'll bring you to the index.html. So then to close it, we're going to have to go like this. We put the A there because what's it called? Because you're starting with an A and then you have to end with an A. So let's see what we did so far. We added a little home right there. It just brings us to the same place when we click it. It's pretty boring, but you see, that's the magic of CSS. We can now go in there and style it, but we're not going to yet because we're going to add some more navigation to it. So href equals contact.html. See, let's not make a contact. Let's make a images.html. Let's just make that images about, and then let's put one in there that says about.html. Now we haven't created these pages yet, but we will. And there, now we have 3 links that we can go off of. So in my next video, we'll be concentrating on styling them and pretty much getting them to look nice. So this is all for now. WeOBV here. Make sure to check out coderground.com. I'm going to be posting a link in the description. I'll see you all later. Bye.